But it's actually kind of a silly one. But I want to do an Andrew Tate IQ test.
Well, IQ test is pattern recognition. This is just general knowledge.
Okay, general knowledge.
Okay,
All
let's make it clear, because if it's all pop culture crap and I get it wrong because I don't consume pop culture, I don't want anyone thinking I have a low IQ.
All right. So, first question. All right. What metal is heavier, gold or silver?
Gold.
That is correct. What are the first 3 planets in our solar system?
Mercury, Venus, Earth.
Are you serious? He got that?
That's correct.
What?
How did you know? I have no idea.
I forgot that.
I was
I
going to
used
say
be
the
a
moon.
nerd at school.
What is the most widely spoken language in the world?
It's either English or it's Mandarin Chinese.
It's Mandarin Chinese.
What?
Wow.
This guy is super
All right, guys,
smart.
this is not planned. All right, this is not. You're just going to make it look like... Okay, a lot smarter than I thought. How many countries are there in the world?
That's a really
Oh,
good
that's
question.
really-
172?
It's 195. I didn't know that either.
No, I don't know.
Not so smart after all.
All right.
Well, it's constantly changing because a bunch of countries are new as well. South Sudan, North Sudan, that was
Oh,
quite
yeah.
recent.
Okay, so
it's
he
constantly
couldn't
changing.
know.
All right, longest river in the world.
The Nile. No, the Amazon.
It's the Nile.
First answer, almost.
Which president is on a US $1 bill?
George Washington?
Yep. Okay. Which state is Area 51 in?
Nevada.
Why would you know that? Are you part of the... Are you part of that
Part of the
little
Matrix.
conspiracy theory?
Part of the Matrix.
How do you know these questions? Like literally, I don't.
Right.
These
Okay,
were written
question.
like 5 minutes
For
ago.
real, like, do you study some
No.
like information online, or is this stuff you've been
No.
talking to
Just
people?
busy attacking the Matrix and finding the truth. That's
All right, this is something you might know because obviously this is like down your field. Who was assassinated on February 21, 1965?
Oh, JFK.
Malcolm X. Is
Oh,
that-
Malcolm X? Oh, sorry. I don't know why I said JFK.
I
But
don't
as soon as you said assassinated, JFK came to mind.
All right, that is our little quiz. I think what was that? Like 9 out of 10.
Yeah, he did.
I did
very
all
good.
right.
All right, now obviously we're almost done. I want to ask you, what is the best advice you could give to someone out there watching this?
The best advice I can give to somebody out there watching this is as follows. If you've watched all of the podcasts so far, you must be semi-interested in my point of view. You must understand that I am saying things in a semi-censored degree because we are here live broadcasting to the world. But if you agree with what I'm saying, the best thing you can do, the best advice I can genuinely give you is go to corporatate.com and sign up for my email list, because there I can tell the truth completely uncensored. I send an email absolutely every day on all various topics, whether it's modern news and current events or traditional evolutionary biology and all the things we've been discussing in this podcast. The best advice is to sign up to my email list there.
We discussed money is a big factor. How much money is enough money?
$36 million.
36.
36. When you have $36 million in the bank, there is absolutely nothing that you can't do or basically buy. And you can go to the best hotels, you can go to the best places, you can rent planes and boats, you don't need to buy one, you can buy the best cars. Your kids are secure. You can make sure with clever investments you're earning enough per month to live a very good life. A good life costs about $500,000 a month. You can do that.
$500,000 a month.
That's what a good life costs, yeah.
Wow.
Minimum, if not minimum.
I heard you say this somewhere. You said life is getting more expensive day by day.
So I spend between $500,000 and $1 million a month on life. That's how much it costs to live a good life. If you want to have staff, look after all your supercars, have your cars moved around the world, fly on private jets all the time, stay in hotels, eat in nice rooms, eat out every day, not have to ever cook. By the time you add it all up, it's about $500,000 to $1 million a month. That's what I spend
Now,
base minimum.
do you think, can money buy happiness?
Money is an amplifier.
Yeah.
So money does not change who you are, it amplifies who you are. If you're one of the people who's constantly miserable and you get rich, you're going to stay very miserable and end up a drug addict. If you're one of the people who's happy, hang around with his family and gets rich, you're going to have great times with your family and be happier. It amplifies. It doesn't change anything. It'll make you sadder if you're already sad, happier if you're already happy. It'll make you super powerful if you're already powerful. It'll make you a loser if you're already a loser. It amplifies. Money does not make the man. Man makes the money. So you must make sure, especially as a man, that you're important and influential and powerful and your head is straight and you're mentally strong before you get a bunch of money in the bank.
How much money is too much money?
$1 billion.
$1 billion.
Yes, because then you're on too many federal agency lists. Trust me.
But now you're on that list.
Unfortunately, yeah, that's sort of the problem.
But okay, the thing is, I heard a few months ago you said, I'm worth around $400 million.
Yeah, I was trying to, suppress my
Your actual... So right now,
So let's put it this way: Forbes have been in touch to put me on the billionaires list.
oh, wow.
Yeah.
Do you want to be there? Or you're like, nope.
They're asking for paperwork. I'm like, no, sir, I'm not stupid.
Damn.
Keep me off that list, then get fucked.
All right. Now, do you think China is a threat to us?
That's a really good question. That would take me an hour to answer in and of itself. I don't think that it's about threats. I think that we live. The geopolitical order of the earth is currently changing. That's for sure. Things are changing now, and the West is dying, and the West's dominance over the culture and over the world is going to be replaced by another power or another pair of powers, and it's going to be interesting to see how the world shapes from there on out. But the Chinese they're extremely hardworking, and they have a very controlled society, and it's hard to compete with them because of how efficient they can be. Let's put it
Yeah.
that way.
Now, obviously, you have the hustlers. Okay, real world now.
Yeah.
But a lot of people say education is like a form of control.
Yeah.
So do you think right now the modern education system is them just trying to control us, brainwash us?
Well, what have you learned in modern education that's ever helped you with your life?
Pythagoras theory.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. Everything that you learn in the modern educational system is a waste of time. None of it helps your life at all.
Yeah.
And most of the time, especially in the West, you end up in debt to learn things you don't need. And
Yeah.
they do that to get you already inside of the slave machine, so you have to quickly get a job and pay all this money back and sit there and slave away your job forever. If they really cared about you and they wanted you to learn things and know things, then they would teach you about how tax works, how money works, how business works. They don't teach you any of that. They'll never teach you anything about anything important that can genuinely improve your life. They just teach you things to keep you inside of the slave mindset. It's an indoctrination camp. It's all garbage. I teach more about how to make money in my school for $49 a month than you will ever learn in a business MBA for $100,000 from Harvard.
Yeah.
Because I'm actually trying to teach people how to make money because I exist. My school doesn't exist in a vacuum either financially. You have to understand the educational system exists in a vacuum. You can only get the loans if you use the loans to go to school.
Yeah.
And in the West, if they were to say, here's $100,000, do you want to go to school with it or do you want to do something else with it? Nobody would go to school, but you can only get the money if you go to school, which means the school doesn't have to be competitive. It's not competing against any of the other avenues
Yeah.
of generating money in the world. So they get to just completely scam you and waste your time and waste years of your life and teach you nothing. But my school exists out in an open economy. You can spend your money on my school or you can spend your money on a Nando's or something else.
Yeah.
So you're only going to stay in my school if you're genuinely getting your money's worth. And that's why the fact we have 161,000 students shows how powerful and potent and effective my school is.
Now you're making lots of business moves, but what's the next business move for Andrew Tate?
I don't know if I need any more business moves. I have more money than I'll ever need for the rest of my life.
I have an idea.
Sure.
And this is actually a part of your university. So you are, like, as you said, one of the most sought after men. Everyone listens to, but business, it's not really a business idea. Like, do you listen to feedback people give you about your course?
I can, but I do actually have a business idea that I'd like to say. But first, let me hear this. Go on.
Because one thing that I've realized, like, let's say, by the way, I have tons of people that love your course and stuff, but why don't you, like, a section of your course, why don't you actually tell people what to do? Because most of it's like other mentors, right?
It's the war room professors. So I have meetings with the guys from the war room. The professors inside the real world are war room soldiers, war room guys that we vetted and made sure they're all millionaires in their own personal field. And I have meetings with them above, and then they teach below the individual different segments. But as the real world evolves, there is a section specifically on me, and I do write in there every day.
Okay. Now, actually, you mentioned this and something just popped up to my head. Do you believe in magic?
Yes.
I heard somewhere there's a guy you have in your war room.
He's a hypnotist. He's not a magician. He's a hypnotist. Well, I believe in magic in regards to the idea that you can do exceptional things if you have enough self-belief. Self-hypnosis is ultra powerful. You've never hypnotized yourself?
No, I don't know how to.
Every word that comes out of your mouth is self-hypnosis. Do you consider yourself a strong person?
Yes.
Do you say I am strong?
No.
Why not?
Just don't say it.
Do you think if you say I am strong on repeat overall in a long enough time frame, if you keep saying I am strong and truly believing it, that you'll be stronger?
No.
Well, then you're wrong. You would.
Really?
Of course.
He's right.
Self-hypnosis. You have to believe in yourself. You have to say things. If I were to tell you right now I could rip your head off with one finger, you wouldn't want me to try.
I mean, because you're a big guy.
Because you know I mean what I say.
Okay.
This is my exact point.
Is that a way-
If I look at a man's eyes and tell him, I tell him, listen, don't touch her. I'm going to hurt you. That's
Yeah.
hypnosis.
So this is like a way
If he
of
complies,
manifesting.
then it's hypnosis, right?
I guess so.
Life is hypnosis. It's all hypnosis.
Actually, do you believe in parallel universes?
There are many different versions of the universe, but in all of them, I am fighting the Matrix. There's not a
Because if
single one where I'm not in battle against the machines, Mo. And every single one, I'm in battle against the
Because
machines.
if you think, everyone says, like, we are not real, nothing is real in life.
Well, that's cope. That's just cope to make excuses for being a lazy piece of shit.
Obviously, you did say you invest, but what is like? Is there any companies that you would look into buying?
My next business idea, I'm going to open a Tate Center. So I'm going to buy a big warehouse here in Dubai. And I'm going to put Tate Center on it. I'm going to put like 20 supercars in it. And we're going to have coffee and a cigar lounge and merchandise. And I'll do my live podcast from there. And I'll meet fans there. And we're going to do it. It's going to be a huge project here in Dubai. It's going to be massive. Anybody who listens to somebody who's worth $1 billion talking about how to make money and says he will teach you, him and his team will educate you on how to make money online from your phone, from home, for $49 a month and doesn't sign up, doesn't deserve to be rich.
Yeah.
Because you have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Worst case, you join for $49, you try for a month and you're too stupid and you can't do it. You've wasted $49 on lunch. It's not even a big deal, right?
Yeah.
Anybody who doesn't even try deserves to stay poor forever. But anybody who is hardworking and compendious and perspicacious and wants to pay attention and is going to do what they're supposed to do, they can be successful.
Yeah, because I say this a lot to people. Let's say they're like, oh, well, why should I buy a fitness course? I know what to do. Well, why are you not doing it?
Then do it then.
Yeah, why are you not doing it?
But it's not just a course, because we don't just tell people what to do. We also mentor people. We actually push you over the finish line. So it's guaranteed to be successful. But we're going to build the Tate Center as well. And the reason I mention that is because when the Tate Center is open, there's going to be certain days it's only open to members of of the real world and the war rooms. There's going to be certain days where you can only visit if you have a membership to the other subscription. So I'm excited for the Tate Center, and it also gives me a place to put all my cars.
Yeah.
I have too many cars now.
Now, actually, number one, what's your life goals? But apart from that, I know you've done a lot of charity work, I think, with animals, some with... Like, what's your goals in that sense? Is like an ultimate life goal for you to start giving back, or...
I think I'm giving back quite a lot. I hear from endless people, and I get a lot of emails from a lot of people that I've helped improve their lives, and I've made them feel better.
Do you do charity? Like,
yeah, I get thousands of emails from people saying that I've improved their lives and I make them better, and I'd like to think that I'm a positive force in the world, and people listen to my podcasts and my speech feel better about themselves. I like to think I give clarity, especially to young men who are navigating a world which is trying to subjugate them. And I have a lot of young men who stand up and say, you know what, you're the one who makes sense. But yeah, I have a charity that rescues stray dogs in Romania, and I've also built a few orphanages in Romania, but I don't talk about it too extensively because I don't do it for publicity.
Yeah,
I just do it. I do it because it makes me feel good, and I want to do good things for the world.
all right, now final thing before we end it. I have pretty much all my questions, but just because the fact that you came here, my sister hated you so much. I know. I want to do something.
Don't worry about my feelings.
Right.
Don't worry about my feelings. It's fine. I'll just cry after the podcast.
What do I say?
Don't worry about how I feel.
Imagine you're having a normal conversation. You just met this person. As in, like, first impressions, because you have so much impressions about him from beforehand, but erase all of it. 5 minutes.
Don't say the word like hate. I didn't say
Okay,
that
dislike.
word. No,
I don't think the 5-minute conversation
I
will
never
work.
said, like, it's like I'm trying to defend myself. I just said I was upset. That's the thing.
Besides, I'll tell you what we'll do instead. I've already clarified when you said that I said older women are less attractive, and I've explained that that's in the West, and I've explained this because those women don't keep themselves pure.
Yeah.
And da, da, da. So is there anything else I've said that you found particularly offensive?
No.
Only that one thing.
Yeah.
So everything's fixed now.
Yeah.
So we're friends.
Yeah.
High five.
Okay.
All right, that's it.
Done.
We made a friendship.
Done.
All right, guys, that's been Andrew Tate. I thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Any final message to people? Just that final thing was your top quotes and like a final message.
Yeah, my top quotes, the ones that are most famous are, "My unmatched perspicacity coupled with sheer indefatigability makes me a feared opponent in any realm of human endeavor." I've described that one before. It's an extremely important one. I've also given the story of where that comes from somewhere on my Rumble channel. The other one is, "I allow manipulation to find out where my enemy wants me to go. Then I use my mind to break the trap and punish the perpetrators." And the third one is, what color is your Bugatti? So the third one is a little bit less insightful than the others. But I guess it's kind of useful just sometimes to throw at people. But those are the top 3 quotes. You can find me on Twitter at Cobra Tate, on Rumble at Tate Speech, where I release videos, and then CobraTate.com. I have a free email list, and I have information on the real world and the war room. It's all on the. All
right. Well, thank you so much, guys. That's been Andrew Tate, and yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, that was amazing, bro.